Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing an updated what's in my bag. So I think the last time I filmed this was almost 7 to 8 months ago, maybe even 9 depending on when I'm posting this one. But when I filmed that, I kind of had just started my job. Maybe I was 1 or 2 weeks in and I was really excited about having a work bag. So I kind of just put anything and everything in it that I think I could ever need. But now that we've been working for about almost 7 to 9 months now, I've realized what I actually need in my bag, what might be kind of excessive. So let's take a look into what's actually in my bag now. But quickly, let's just go over my 2 bags that I use. So this is my kind of everyday go-to bag for work. It's the Longchamp Le Pliage bag in large, and I have just a black one, but this is my go-to bag. And then when I have to go to the gym before work, or if I'm going home back to where I live, I will be using this Patagonia Black Hole MLC 30-liter bag. For quick context, when I say go home, when I go to work, I usually stay at my fiance's house because he lives in SF and I work in SF. So the times I go to work, I usually go into office back to back. I pick days that are back to back so I could just stay here at his place. And when I'm going home back to where I live in kind of the East Bay, whenever I need to pack and bring things back home, I'll use this bag. Or if I go to the gym before work and I have lots of stuff I need to bring with me, I take this bag. But now let's kind of get into what's in the bag. So the first thing is this insert. If you watched my previous video, I had like a more structured insert that kind of shaped the bag. I really liked the sharp corners and the sharp, like really structured look back then, but now I like a slightly slouchy look. I don't like when the bottom isn't flat, but I like when the sides of the bag are a little more slouchy. So I still have this insert to organize all my loose things while still maintaining some shape, but not too much shape. So that's kind of one change from before. And in that insert, it has kind of these rubber things to hold my awala, and it fits perfectly in there. It makes sure my awala doesn't fly around and it kind of stays still. In one of the pockets in the insert, I have my Trader Joe's hand cream so that whenever my hands are dry, super easy to access. Then inside of that insert, I have this pouch, just pulling out some random things. I have this Baggu like reusable bag, and it's basically just a reusable bag in another bag. If you don't know what Baggu is, you never know when you might need a bag. Hand sanitizer. I go on public transport, so always need some hand sanitizer. Lint roller. I wear a lot of black and I wear a lot of dark colors, so a lint roller will be helpful. And sometimes there's dogs in the office that I love playing with, but I don't want their fur on me all the time, so that's why I also have the lint roller. I have a MagSafe portable charger. I have my kind of transit card, how I pay for my BART and bus, on my phone, so I really can't have my phone dying, so I can make sure I can get back home. So making sure I always have a charge. Then I have the sun stick whenever I need to reapply my sunscreen. I have a Tide to Go pen. I said I wear a lot of darks, which I do, but that's mostly on the bottom, and my tops are usually pretty light colored, so making sure I don't have a stain. And then I also wear contacts, and looking at a screen for so long can make my eyes pretty dry, so I have these contact lubricating drop. Then I have this pill box, which is actually, I got this from Spain, literally at it was just $1, but I was trying to buy myself souvenirs that would also be useful. Like from Greece, I got a compact mirror. In Spain, I got this pill box, and I have Zyrtec, Tylenol, Advil, and Pepto-Bismol. I specifically need the Pepto-Bismol. I have digestive issues, but you never know when the other things come in handy. A lot of times I have coworkers asking for some, so I always have some on me. And then the last thing in this pouch are just hair ties and bobby pins. You never know when you might need them. So that's basically everything that's in this insert. Actually, I also tend to put this ultralight down vest in that insert as well. I walk to the bus stop or to the train stop, and in SF it's pretty cold, but then once I get into the bus or into the office, it's pretty warm again. So I usually like to have this really warm but thin and portable layer for when I get cold. All right, and then I guess on one of the pockets in the bag, there's like a really big pocket you can't really see, and then a smaller pocket here on the other side. I usually have a pen so I could take notes. And then in the main compartment of the bag, I also have a notebook to take notes. I like having all my notes in one place because when I do it online or like digitally, sometimes I'll have it in Apple Notes or in Microsoft OneNote. It'll be like in so many different places, and I tend to lose track. So I try to make sure I keep all my notes in one place. In another pocket, I always have some lip balm because I have chapped lips. In a bigger pocket of the bag, I also have my wristlet, which is just basically my wallet. Pretty self-explanatory. In another pocket, I have my AirPods, which I use for my calls and stuff. It has pretty good noise cancellation for when I'm in the office and there's a lot of talking, but it does a pretty decent job as well of removing the excess noise so that they don't hear that extra noise and I don't hear that extra noise. And then I have an umbrella. It's been raining recently in San Francisco, and then it also sometimes just rains out of nowhere. So since it is a little bit more of the rainy season, I tend to keep an umbrella in my bag no matter what the weather says. And then last but not least, I have my MacBook Pro, and this is where all the work magic happens. And then for the day-to-day, that is everything that goes into this bag. So that was everything that goes into the Longchamp bag. Now let's talk about my other bag, the Patagonia one. So as I mentioned before, this is the Patagonia Black Hole MLC 30 liter. Again, I use this bag when I go to the gym or when I'm going back home and I need to pack some things. So it kind of doubles as a duffel or like a luggage, kind of basically. So there is one compartment in this bag that when you open up, it opens kind of flat, and it's kind of the tech compartment of the bag, but this is where everything in the Longchamp bag will go in this section. It'll just go kind of between all of these compartments, and the laptop will go into the laptop sleeve. And yeah, for the most part, other than maybe the umbrella and the vest that I have, everything will usually just fit here and be dispersed amongst the pockets of several different sizes. And then the umbrella and the vest will usually go into this main compartment here, which is, as you can see, very much looks like a luggage in the way it opens up, and this compartment looks very luggage-like. So this is kind of where all my toiletries and stuff will go if I'm traveling back home, or if I'm going to the gym, I might need my toiletry stuff, my clothes, my towel. And then in this compartment where there's not really much holes, my towel goes into that one. And it's a microfiber towel, and it's so amazing. It's like thin, it doesn't take up a lot of space, and when it's wet, it doesn't really get everything else around it also super wet like a regular towel does. So it's perfect for when I'm kind of going to work and needing to pack a bunch of stuff, because it's really small, really compact, it dries up super fast, and it just really easily fits into this one small pocket. And then this pocket, kind of with the holes, that's where my shampoo, conditioner, or dry shampoo, depending on the day, goes, as well as deodorant. Some of my smaller makeups will go in there. And then this main compartment right here, my clothes for work or clothes for gym or clothes to take home will go in here. And sometimes I'll even use some packing cubes depending on how much clothes I have. Anyways, I just got this backpack, so I really hadn't gotten to use it as much yet, but I already love it. I love the way it works. I think it's definitely more of a travel backpack, the way it's laid out, but it works great for my lifestyle, moving back and forth, carry around a lot of things. And I also can't wait to go on a trip so that I get to use this backpack more as a travel bag. So that was basically everything in my work bag, and a little bit how I pack for the gym before work. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys in the next one. Bye.